Good evening, everybody. Welcome tonight to our session of mindful art. Hopefully you can join us live, maybe taking some time out for you, 15-20 minutes of your time just to find space to rest and be. But if you're watching this back at any point, please do so. Share it with your friends, talk about it, comment, come back to us on it. Really nice practice, certainly at this time of night, to get comfy and cozy. So if you can find yourself in a lovely comfortable position, maybe find a blanket, get cozied in. And this is your opportunity to rest, to be for a short while with your open mind, curiosity to what could be in this mindfulness practice. And whilst we do this, normally with our mindfulness practice, we rest with the breath. But tonight, and this is session 2 of our mindful art, is that we're going to rest with this most beautiful painting. The one that we're picked for this evening is Valley of the Yosemite, which is Albert Bierstadt in 1864. Now, I'm not going to talk about the art history. That is not my area of expertise. So if you've got any comments, questions, or otherwise, please drop us a line directly into our messages and somebody will pick that up for you. We are still adjusting probably to 2022 if we get the year right. So this is an opportunity just to rest. I don't like the idea of New Year's resolutions or intentions, so my only intention would be to breathe a little deeper, to rest a little longer, to find some time out for yourself. And like I say, we almost always with mindfulness practice settle with the breath, but this is our opportunity to focus on ourselves, to focus on our emotion, to focus on our feeling, to meditate in collaboration with my company Transform and Athena, to just take a moment of our mindfulness practice to find some peace. We might find this glorious little space and time. So without further ado, just get yourself into a comfortable position. If you can, get 2%, 5% more comfortable. And what I mean by that is, well, if we've been working all day, if we've been super busy, we might find a bit of tension in the body. So let's see if we can just relax and soften that down. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Allow the arms to rest gently in our lap or by our side. You don't have to look at me for just now, so you can place your phone down for a moment if you like, but just get a little bit comfy. As we begin this practice, I'm going to lead you through a guided meditation to begin with. We are going to start the practice in a way to focus on our breathing, soften and relax through the body, be grounded here in this space, and then I'm going to introduce the painting to you and tell you that it's here. And we're going to gently open our eyes and we're going to gaze at the painting and do a little bit of mindful art. Thank you for those who are joining. Please comment if you wish or share your experience of the practice at the end. It's always good to hear how you go on. Okay, so if you wish to do so, if it feels comfortable for you to do so, to bring your eyes to close just for the first few moments of this practice. And we're going to begin by taking a nice long deep breath in. So breathing all the way in and all the way out, and we're going to start with the sound of the singing bowl. If that's the first nice long deep breath we've taken today, let's take another one. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. And as we begin in our practice, just recalling to mind your motivation for watching this video, for listening in, whatever it might be. And our intention for this practice is to rest with a piece of beautiful art and rest with our breath. So we're going to begin in the usual way. We're going to breathe in for 4 and out for 4. We're going to begin to rest the breath. So we might breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4. We're beginning to lengthen the breath in the body, beginning to equalize the breath, slow it down, especially after a busy day. As we come into our posture, come into our practice, we start to allow the mind just to rest gently on the breath. And then we can let go of the equalised breath, just allow the breath to return to a nice natural rhythm in the body as we turn our awareness to our body here on the ground, on the chair, on the bus, wherever you are. Start to notice how the body feels against wherever you are. What's beneath you? What's holding you? Can we let go of this idea that we are holding our body and allow the body to be held by the ground? If our tummies are tight, we're just going to let them go. Our shoulders drop away from our ears, our arms and hands gently resting in our lap or by our side. We might be able to find some length through the spine as the top of our head is drawn towards the ceiling. Resting gently with the breath and the body, taking this time out for ourselves, nothing to do, nowhere to be, just here in our practice of mindful art. So we might begin to feel a little bit more rested here. And if we don't, that's okay. Let's just take some more conscious breaths in and out. Breathing all the way into the bottom of your lungs and breathing all the way out. And I'm going to prepare this video for you, which will appear on screen now. So gently blinking your eyes to open. Gently blinking your eyes open to gaze with a soft focus on the painting in front of you. And I just want you to start to notice where your eyes are immediately drawn. How does this painting immediately make you feel? Where does your mind go? There might be stories or thoughts or emotions here. There might be things that come to mind that trigger from the past. We might have judgment or preference about what we're looking at. Can we just notice how that makes you feel? Maybe we can notice if there is a word or a phrase that might just sum up this painting for us. Maybe there's emotions, thoughts, or feelings that are contradictory. What do you notice that's arising for you in this space as we gaze, as we move deeper into this painting? As we do so, as we bring focus to a particular part of this painting, and as we do wide shots too, you'll notice that things catch our eye, that colours, light, reflections might be present. We're drawn in different ways to different parts of the story. But just notice what holds your attention. Just notice what draws you in at any angle of this shot. Perhaps you will notice similarities or colours or light reflections that take your intrigue and gaze. Perhaps we can notice those small details, those textures, the roughness, the smoothness, the darkness and the light. And on first impressions, we might have had a certain reactive emotion towards this painting. But as we've been drawn or gazed or softly focused on various parts of this picture, we might notice that our thoughts and emotions change as we move in and out of shot. We might notice light and dark, and that might also trigger different emotion within us. Take a breath, breathing in and breathing out. As we further move through this painting, can we notice emotion change? Can we notice a softening? For each of our emotions in our body, we have a body reaction, a tightness or a smoothness that might happen in our own body. So as we gaze into this painting, what is our body doing as we sit in this space? What emotion is it provoking in us? Just noticing how that might make you feel. And as we find ourselves in this scene, maybe even deeper still, it might have a feeling that we could transport ourselves just stepping into the painting. We might be able to imagine ourselves standing in that space with such a wondrous backdrop. Can we sense into what that might feel like? And if thoughts are arising in our practice of other things, of our day, of our preference, of our tomorrow, can we just allow them to drift by for a short while? Can we say to our mind, we are here just in our practice, just with this painting, just with Yosemite? Can we be here now? And as we rest with this painting in this lovely wide shot, can we notice where our breath is? Are we holding our breath? Or are we allowing the breath to stay nice and long and slow? The emotions or thoughts we might feel about a specific piece of art also evoke different breathing patterns in our body. My judgment or preference on this painting and my own breath might be different from yours. Can you tune in and notice how your breath is moving with this painting? As we zoom deeper, as we find ourselves edging closer into the space, what is holding our attention? Where does our mind go? Bless me. We can see the nuances in colour, in light, in shade, in texture. With the painting in our mind so clearly there, resting gently in our space, the ground holding us, feeling grounded and heavy, our breath long and slow, our thoughts resting just with the painting, everything in balance, everything in stillness. One last time, blinking our eyes, breathing deeply, take a breath in and out. Perhaps now, if it feels okay for you to do so, resting your eyes in a soft gaze or bringing your eyes to close. Noticing how it feels in the body now as we come towards the end of this practice. We take 3 long, slow breaths in, breathing all the way in and all the way out, nice and long and slow. knowing that the inhale will always follow the exhale. Very slowly and gently, wriggling fingers, wriggling toes, opening our eyes, stretching and moving the body. Well done, everybody. As we rest back with the picture once more, we get an opportunity now just to notice and reflect on our experience of mindful meditation with our art. This beautiful shot might have originally on impact felt golden and warm. Certainly the overwhelming feeling for me as I open my eyes to this amazing experience. This beautiful landscape of wondrous proportion. But as we take some time just to rest with what's here, I start to notice pinks even, blues, the gorgeous light bright yellow, and the beautiful depth of the browns and golds. There's a sense of awakening, but there's also a sense of shade. So the lightness comes with a great hope and joy for me. But then as I move through this painting, there's a darkness. There's a kind of historical impact, this really kind of wild, rugged landscape. This giant mountain. And then in the very foreground, these animals at the side of what I presume is water. Something I wouldn't have noticed when I first gazed upon this painting. The impact of the light and the huge, great mountains. For it then to be a practice of mindful art, to be drawn gradually into the painting, to notice small, beautiful details that might have been lost. We have great clarity in some of the trees, for instance, and a softness in the mountains. There's a jagged edge to what we see, but also a softness and fluffiness like cotton candy in the sky. For me, this brings hope, but also there's a feeling of coolness, although there's golden and warmth and depth. So what does this tell us about our mindfulness practice? Sometimes we are so quick in our day, we go around looking at things, making judgments, preferences very quickly. Our breath is short and shallow. We react without thinking. By practicing our mindfulness, we can find a length in our breath, a slow pace, a chance and space to look again, to look harder, to ask those questions. But what else is there? And be really curious with our open mind to seeing different possibilities, to find a way to take some space, to respond in a different way. This also offers us, this mindful art offers us an opportunity to take some time. We rush by, not noticing the wonders of our world. This opportunity gifted to me by Athena Art Foundation is to guide you in this practice. But I encourage you to look even at the paintings in your own home with a little bit more depth, with a little bit more time, to notice our initial experience is different to when we spend time with something. I would really encourage you to watch this back, to go with the practice once more, and to find things without seeking out, but with just gentle curiosity and softness, and comment if you can on what you discover. Where does your curious mind go? What do you discover about this painting as you're drawn into the practice? Find some time, find some stillness, and work with that. Even now, as the video continues to play, we are drawn into the golden oranges that I'm now seeing that I didn't see before. Some of the textures in the rock face even, as we look a bit deeper. So this is a lovely way to just experience paintings we might have seen before in a really different way. Thanks, Nicola, for saying that we're going to post this on YouTube. Let's make sure that we do that. We will share this. We will keep it in, there's a series section on the Instagram page. We'll make sure that this is saved there. And we will try to get it directly posted across to the YouTube channel too. If you've any questions at all about mindfulness or mindful art, give us a shout over at Transform Life or even at Athena, and we will get together on that. Any art history questions about this beautiful painting, please direct message over at the Athena page. Wishing you a happy and wonderful Tuesday evening, and we'll see you soon for some more. Take care.